Hi, I'm Hendy Friedman, and this is segment 23 of My Heart on My Sleeve. I think by now you've realized that I believe in total honesty. It's kind of obvious. However, I have to confess that I've held some things back because I just wasn't ready to talk about them. Well, I think it's time to bare my soul. I'm a domestic violence survivor. There. I've said it, and the world didn't implode. Shocker. Actually, not so shocking. The world didn't implode while I was going through it, so why would it implode now? I was married for 18 years and got out of my marriage 10 years ago come January. This year has been incredibly stressful. You know, I'm stating the obvious, but shouldn't a story be told in its entirety? After being terribly ill, losing my Rav, my rabbi, and my father, plus all the ongoing weakness and trauma so generously provided by COVID, all the trauma of the past has come flooding back. My PTSD, which I thought I had safely locked away and thrown away the key, it's reared its ugly head again, and my dreams every night, I'm back in hell. And I wake in a panic, unsure which time I'm in, and checking as soon as I open my eyes to make sure my ex isn't back in the room with me. Random things trigger me, and I'm overcome by fear and sadness several times each day. A good day is one in which I've cried 3 times or less, and most days aren't good days by that measure. I've started seeing a therapist, and I'm just starting a program for trauma during my next appointment, but next week seems so far away. I can't think so far ahead. Right now, I'm just focusing on getting through each moment, telling myself to breathe, that it will be okay. When that doesn't work, I count things as per my therapist's suggestion. Anything, it doesn't really matter what. I count sidewalk squares, windows on buildings, trees on the street. Anything will do. It's just something that helps me see that there is a reality beyond my trauma, and I can attempt to ground myself in it. So there you have it, the big reveal. Now you know. Well, know this too. I'm a survivor, and I will survive this. The flashbacks aren't real, however real they feel. They're just a parody of the past, so it stands to reason that I will survive them too. I don't know how or at what cost. I'm in too deep a quagmire of darkness to see that far ahead. I just know that I will. That said, I'd like to share this. Rosh Hashanah has passed, the high holidays, Yom Kippur's coming. Rosh Hashanah has passed, in a manner of speaking, passed through me like a flaming projectile, that is. I feel like there's a smoking crater right where my heart used to be. I know exactly where it is. The phantom pain is excruciating. Given the very real challenges of this year, compounded by the ghosts of Rosh Hashanah's past, it was a doozy. My apologies to Charles Dickens for purloining his turn of phrase, but I digress. Doozy, as in unbearably difficult and painful. It was too much to endure. I cried pretty much through both days, at home and in shul, but the tears brought me no relief. I felt no catharsis, no lightening of my burdens. My flashbacks seem to be having a good time. They're alive and kicking, while I cower in despair and desperately wait for it to end. I've started down that long road to healing, but it seems endless and impossible. I just want the pain to go away, but it seems to grow exponentially stronger and more visceral every day. I'm exhausted and filled with despair. To top all that off, my asthma was feeling ignored and decided to demand the attention it's due. Once again, my lungs are being squeezed. It hurts to breathe, and my voice keeps getting more hoarse. Please, Hashem, make it stop. I just want it to stop. I'm past caring how. Do they still do lobotomies? Tempting. Or maybe I could become an amnesiac. More tempting. I'd just lose some horrific memories, but my brain would be otherwise intact. If I was rich, I could opt for a cruise over the Bermuda Triangle, maybe figure out what all that hype is about. Also tempting, if impractical. If I had a time machine, I could go back and rewrite history, get a do-over. Can't have flashbacks and nightmares about things that never happened, can you? I think I'll classify that one as most tempting of all. All that's left is for me to figure out the logistics of time travel. Piece of cake. I so got this. Till next time.